Yo, what's going on to all the sports peeps out there? It's your favorite sports podcast. You don't know the name? We got to put you on game, man. It's the Zone Sports Podcast, baby. You know what I mean? I'm one half of the host of the show, your boy Big V. As you can see, my guy on the screen across from me, the other half of the host, man. What's going on, man? Let them know who you be, my G.
It's your only Oakland athletic fan that you ever met in person. It's your boy Corey, never telling the same old Tide story. Your boy Cool C never dated a floozy. Yo, it's your boy COOL, always wondering what the hell. For all those out there in YouTube land, we got the sign out for you right there. It's right there. Right there. Big Vito, what up, man?
Man, I'm just good, bro. I'm good. Like I was telling you off air, it's just hot. You feel me? The sun got my t-shirt with the bacon neck, but you know what I mean. We're here to pod though. Don't even worry about that. You know what I mean?
We ain't here for no fashion show, Big V.
We not. That's why I'm in here looking like Sonic. It's all right though. You know what I mean? But before we jump the show, wow, I gotta let them know who we sponsored by. We sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. So make sure you shopping at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. The Magic Pots and EP out this Saturday, 7/29. Hit the website, get your copy, man. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Corey, listen, man. It's been a lot going on. On some funny shit in the sports world.
Yeah.
So I know we got to start the show off with the What the Hell segment, man. Let them know who was sponsored by, my G.
Hey, man, it is sponsored by me, Solo. MC Hammer, you can't touch this. Quadruple Diamond, you can't. Solo, by myself. The Funky Headhunter, Pumps in the Bump. You know what I'm saying? We got to pray just to make it today, Big V. MC Hammer style. I'm dancing on him like MC Hammer. Big V. I took myself down with that one. This is co-sponsored by my little cute baby girl who is downstairs wondering who the hell MC Hammer is. The Envision, it is brought to you. It's the brainchild of Big Vito himself. He allows me to do the MC Hammer, a.k.a. the typewriter dance on all this sports stuff with the madness that's going on. And you know, Big V, this is what we're doing?
Yes, that's what we're doing, man.
This is what we're doing. So let me ask you a question.
What's up, man?
Would you ever self-incriminate yourself? Just like let me frame it. I want to make sure I'm not leading the witness here.
Okay.
V, I say that you did set action, albeit I can't really prove it, but I want you to admit that you did it. Is that something you would normally do? Taking the parent and child scenario out of it. I want to be clear with that as us being dad. Outside of that, would you just someone ask you and be like, yeah, I did it?
No, I can't say I would.
At worst, maybe they would have to, interrogate you if it's the cops. If it's your old lady, like, look, I know you did it, just admit it. I know you did it. Just admit it. But I'm talking about Big V, you coming off the rip. Yo, did you do that? Do what? I don't have any recollection of what you're talking about, Big V. But you know what, Big V? This is why, and I could technically do a what the hell on this almost every season. The organization, the WAC staff, the WAC label, the WAC organization known as the NCAA, they got your boy and my boy, Jim Harbaugh, hemmed up for your Michigan State Wolverines of said college football team. They got him for 4 games, Big V.
They got him.
Let me read a story by Yahoo Sports. It's multiple sources by now. Written to you by Ross Dillinger. I like that name, like Daz Dillinger, but Ross Dillinger. Ross the boss. Okay, all right. Real quick, I'm gonna skip over the boring parts and get to the good stuff. Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh and the NCAA are working towards a negotiated resolution that is expected to see him suspended for 4 games. 4 games. 4 games and said penalties stemming from an alleged false statements he originally made to investigators, sources tell Yahoo Sports. The agreement is an initial version of the negotiated resolution and is not yet finalized. The resolution must now be approved by the NCAA on committed infractions, which could take several days, if not weeks. whatever. The committee has the authority to adjust penalties. All right, let's move right along. Your Michigan State Wolverines got 4 games at home that this suspension is supposed to take place. One of those games, the season opener, is against my beloved ECU Pirates. That is probably going to get smoked. If we could keep it close, I will consider that a victory, and I will be talking trash to you directly, Big V. But I don't think you got anything to worry about. Let's move on. UNLV, okay, Bowling Green, and Rutgers. What are we doing here? The Wolverines are set to return major, as DJ Khaled would say, major key pieces from the team that finished 13-1 last year, Big V. They're expected to begin the year inside the top 5 in the preseason rankings, but let's keep going. Harbaugh's impending suspension is centered around the NCAA investigation into recruiting violations committed by Wolverine staff, and staff members. The NCAA enforcement staff alleged that Harbaugh was dishonest about recruiting violation in its initial meetings with investigation. A quick resolution broke down in January after Harbaugh refused to admit that he lied about this to NCAA staff. The 59-year-old coach has maintained he did not recall the events when first speaking with investigators, that he was never purposely honest back in January. Okay, all right. So let's see here. Let's keep on moving here. The writer, Mr. Dillinger, he states that for Harbaugh, the negotiated resolution is a signal, not proof, signal that the coach acknowledged some sort of dishonesty. The NCAA considers lying to the investigators as a level 1 violation. Okay. The most serious on the organization scale. Wow. Okay. All right. A level 1 violation could carry with it a 6-game suspension with significant recruiting restrictions according to NCAA statute. Harbaugh's initial cover-up was actually worse than the crime itself, Mr. Dillinger states, from the NCAA perspective. All right, okay. And technically, Harbaugh eventually acknowledged that the program committed the level 2 violations. Now, but we're not done. This happened during the COVID-19 dead period back in 2020, Big V. Now, I ain't really the best with math and time or anything like that. But last time I checked, my watch states that it's July 27th of 2023. All right, let's break all this down here. All right, let me start from the top here, because this really got me pissed off. All right. You know, first of all, the NCAA is out here Barney Fifing it yet again. I feel like I do a few of these about 2 or 3 times a year. We do this once, every so often. Now, that's why I stated to you earlier, Big V, would you self-incriminate yourself outside of the parent-to-kid association? And I say that to say this. You have children. I have my beautiful baby girl. Now, if she lies to me about taking the cookie out of the cookie jar after she's supposed to be in bed, there's a strong chance that I know that she did it. I'm just really testing to see if she's going to tell me the truth. I'm quite sure your mother did the same thing with you. My mother damn sure enough did the same thing with me. Oh, she know you lying. She's just going to see how far you're going to go. And what they're saying is that the lie is actually worse than the recruiting violation. All right, well, let's focus it strictly on college athletics. Big V, I don't give a damn what nobody says. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And, you can say, oh, well, Corey, what about the New England Patriots? Okay, fine, whatever. All right, fine, you got me. Oh, you happy? Okay, you got me. New England Patriots or whatever. Let me tell you something, man. If you're not committing any type of recruiting infractions in Division I college football, I got news for you. You ain't going to have your job that long. It's just not going to happen, Big V. But then let's kind of back it up. Juvenile 400 degrees hot back here, Big V. 2020. It's 2023. Now, I understand that the NCAA may have to do a thorough investigation, right? And I'm gonna give them a pinch of a piece of salt. That, you know what, man, we ain't find out about this in 2021, 2022. Okay, let's just say they ain't found out about it. It is about to be college football season starting end of August, top of September. But okay, I got it. Okay, cool. And you know what, Corey, man, they can't help when they find out stuff. They can't help that, man. Like they can only do with what they got. Okay, cool. Got it. Let's throw all of that to the side. So let me get this straight. If my daughter goes in the cookie jar, her punishment, that's going to be equivalent to me saying, you know what, instead of you getting 3 cookies, you're only going to be able to get 2. Oh, you know what, you're going to get 1. But you ain't got to not get none, okay? I'm at least give you 1 and 2. Instead of getting 3, you're only getting 2. Big V, this is what the NCAA as a staff, record label, and as a crew is super pathetic. ECU, Bowling Green, Rutgers. That's the... If that is what the punishment is going to end up being, then why have a punishment at all, Big V? NCAA, you suck. When these super conferences succeed from the NCAA and have their own rules, you guys will be left out there to ponder amongst the Division II and Division III schools. NCAA, what the hell? This is ridiculous. I can't believe it.
You know, I heard this story, and at first I was like, you know, man, that's going to be unfortunate. We're going to be without Jim Harbaugh 4 games. Then I got to looking at the schedule, seen the 4 games. I was chilling. We all right. We good.
And Big V, real quick. Not only is can he not coach those 4 games on Saturday, he is still allowed to be around the team during those weeks. So he can still do practices. He can still do all of that. It's
still
just
put in his blueprint. Yep.
What is the point of having punishment at this point? And I like Jim. This ain't even on Jim. I ain't even knocking him. Okay, I'm knocking the NC. What are we doing here,
Corey? Let me speak to the NCAA for a minute. Newsflash: everybody in Division I is cheating. I don't know if y'all know, but everybody in Division I is cheating. Stop it. Knock it off. Just knock it off. Knock it off. You're just trying to find something to do, you know.
They're bored.
The kids run around getting this NIL money. You tight, yep. You're reaching, trying to just find something to stay in the headlines. Relax. It's okay. It's how it needs to be. The kids are getting paid now from everywhere. This is how it should have been a long time ago. Y'all still getting a check? Relax. Yeah. Hey man, it's all right. It happened 3 years ago. You know what I mean? It's not like it's Go deal with Northwestern. You got bigger things to be worried about than
what happened. Talk about some level 1 sanctions.
Come on.
That's who you go after. Come on.
Move on like we're gonna move on. You know what I mean? But this is funny because we're moving on, but certain people can't move on, Corey. You know what I mean? No. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been on the rock, the Golden State Warriors recently traded Jordan Poole to the Washington Wizards. They read up on Draymond's green contract, you know what I mean? And if we're gonna, since it's, we're filming this on a Thursday, so let's give the people some throwback Thursday information that we already know that they know if they've been in the sports world. Draymond Green knocked out Jordan Poole, you feel me, for lack of a better words.
Yeah.
And it was some people would say that the tension never left when they were still on the Golden State Warriors together. So people say that it caused some things to go wrong in the playoffs, and so they got rid of Jordan Poole. Some people say Jordan Poole had been acting like a bad bitch since he got his contract. You know what I mean? Some people say he was around acting a little sassy, little sassy pants. You know what I'm saying?
Saucy.
You know what I mean? And I've even seen a clip of, and this is crazy because this guy doesn't even do interviews, but I saw an interesting interview clip of Dame Dollar. You know what I mean? And Dame was saying that one game when this is when Steph, I think Steph might have been hurt, and Jordan Poole was filling in for Steph, and or maybe not. Maybe Steph was there. I can't recall the story if Steph was there or not, but I do remember this. Damian Lillard said that Jordan Poole was on the bench and he was barking at him, and he said that he came in the game, he ended up scoring on him. Jordan Poole ended up scoring on Damian Lillard. And he was talking trash going up and going back up the court. And Dame said, I don't talk trash, so I was a little thrown off. You know what I mean? So he said that night they lost the game. The Blazers lost. But Dame said he still had like 40. And I think he said the next time they played, same thing kind of was going on. Jordan was mouthing off, and he just went on to say, I don't like that dude. He told Draymond, dude, I don't like that dude, man. Like, what's up? Well, I don't like that dude. Yeah. And this was like when Jordan Poole had the hair, so he hadn't quite emerged to get the bag yet.
Yeah.
So he was running around barking at Mr. Dame Time. You know what I mean? You got to have some balls to be barking at.
Yeah.
Mr. Dame Time. You know what I mean? So Dame said was a little bit thrown off. So it leads me to say, to talk about what Draymond was saying in this clip on the podcast with Patrick Beverley. And I want to read a little quote, from some things that he said. And he said, I don't just hit people. Dialogue, of course, happens over time. And you usually ain't just triggered by something that fast.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here recently, Jordan Poole's dad has taken to Twitter with his thoughts about this interview that Draymond Green sat down and did on the Patrick Beverley show. Yeah. And I want to read a quote by Mr. Poole. If you don't mind, you know what I mean? Let me find in my notes here.
Yeah.
And I quote by Mr. Anthony Poole at apoole98 on Twitter. He said in response to Draymond Green, I'ma stand on this. That is some bullshit. JP was his guy and he avoided me all last year. He is a soft-ass bitch, and I'm standing on this, and he didn't apologize to me and my wife. So he lame. And me and him can meet anytime he want. End quote. Corey, that tweet had 1 million views. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm posing the question. Is this interaction between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole's dad fanning the flames on a situation that is already dead? Corey, what are your thoughts on this topic, man?
When I heard about this, I try to, us being parents now, I always try to put myself like, man, if this was my kid, assuming I had a son. But then I start thinking of things like, okay, where is it age appropriate? Like, in other words, like, okay, is this a little 8-year-old that I'm trying to protect, or is this a grown man?
Yeah.
Also, I'm assuming that Jordan Poole is like in his early 20s. And I say all that to say that Mr. Anthony Poole should know what type of son he has by now. Good, bad, or indifferent, right?
Yep.
No, I have people, or I've had people in my family where it's like, man, it just seems like confrontations and conflicts follow them everywhere they go. It's like Tupac Shakur Jr. It's like, dude, you don't have to react to every single thing. Yo, stop poking the bear. Like, dude, you in my neighborhood, you gonna rile up cats that I live with while you go back to where you live. Like, yo, wait, just kind of just bring it down. I tell you what, I'll handle my people, right? Like, it's just, and I'm quite sure this isn't the first incident that Jordan Poole has ever gotten to in his life. I'm quite sure Jordan Poole, assuming anyway, I don't know anything about anything, has been in multiple conflicts with his life. And I will also say that to say this. I didn't know about the Damian Lillard story until you just told me. I knew it was within Golden State. And I've always, when we first talked about this story, I've always felt like I understand that knockout looks hellacious. And it is. Like, it is. But everybody has got the whole, and when it first came out, everybody was like, oh, how dare Draymond do this? And it's so easy to make Draymond look like the bad guy in these scenarios. And your inclination and my inclination was like, wait, what happened? Because I don't care how hot tempered anyone is, outside of it being a mental issue, cats just don't come at you like that. And, as time went along, I was like, wait a minute, we don't hear anything. Like, oh, wait, Draymond ain't even get suspended for that. That kind of let me know that, oh, Jordan Poole must have said something. And then you really didn't have cats rushing to his defense, albeit a short clip. I didn't see Steph. I didn't see Clay, I ain't see Looney, ain't see nobody, try to come to his defense at all. So that kind of lets me know that, dang, Jordan Poole, man, he must have said some ill stuff in overtime. The big mouth contract, came out. Hey, I'm making more money than you. Ha ha ha. I had Steph Curry come off the bench, and stuff like that. But then his daddy started speaking. Let me kind of bring this back in here. Would I protect my son knowing the history of him constantly getting the thing? This is me assuming. I want to be crystal clear. I don't know anything. But you're talking about now you got Dame Dollar, who to me seems like a really mild-mannered guy. Okay, let's just say Dame Lillard is more like me. Like, I don't really start nothing, but now if you bring something my way, I'm going to react.
Right.
I'm not say nothing. They ain't about to get bitched up or nothing like that. That ain't how it's about to go down. But okay, let's just take that off to the side. But then you're talking about Steph Curry? Like, yo. Steph Curry got a problem with you, dog? You're talking about...
Well, not Steph Curry. Well, I haven't heard Steph Curry had a problem with. I haven't heard that.
I've heard that he didn't have a problem with what Draymond Green did.
Say less.
Would he have come out he never came out and
he's a darling. He's a darling. He can't do that.
Never heard anything from Klay Thompson. Never heard anything from the coach. There's been multiple reports about, yeah, man, this guy, he kind of rubs people the wrong way, right? So now, but then it's like, well, wait a minute, because I consider myself a mild-mannered person. Like, I prefer not to have conflict, but I will get in it if need be.
Right.
My father is a extremely, I'm more hyped than my father is. My dad, like, if my dad wants to do something to you, you really done did something. But then let's flip this to the 180. What if Jordan Poole is a chip off the old block? Because see now, let's see how far the apple falls from the tree here. Because see, if my son is mild-mannered, I will go to war and step in for my son, assuming that he wants me to do. So because see, that's number one. Because see, if it was me, I would tell my mother and my father, hey man, you know what? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't need y'all to do that. Like, I'm grown now. I can't have y'all in physical making threats on Twitter. I can't have that. But see, I don't know what type of relationship that Jordan Poole and Anthony Poole have, but clearly it's a good one because he wants to step in there for his son. But then wait a minute. Now you up here running your mouth because your son running his mouth. That's why his ass got punched in the mouth. Now, I'm not saying that Draymond Green is Mike Tyson. I'm going to assume that Anthony Poole is a little bit older than Jordan Poole. I'm going to be nice and give him 20. So let's just say, you know what? this guy, let's just say, I don't know how old Jordan Poole, what, 21, 22, maybe 23. I'm going to give his dad maybe a good 20. I'm going to give him 20, 22 years. So that'll put him back, what, 45, 46?
Yeah.
Or
I would say so.
So, I say all that to say this. You're going against Draymond Green, who's a 6 foot something, probably 250 pounds of something, give or take pounds either way. You could argue that he is in the best physical shape of his life. That's the guy you're going to call a bitch? That's the guy you're going to say we're going to meet? No, not straight up, we're not. I'm going to have an equalizer, Big V. I'm going to have a bat, a gun, a knife, at the least a can of mace. I'm going to have something. You don't want no problems with Draymond Green. That's my stance on it. His dad need to sit the hell down quick, fast, before he get his face flown like his son did, like Debo did in Friday, Big V. You want some of this, old man? I'll knock you out. Huh? Come on, man. Sit down. It's over with. Okay? And real quick before I let you out, because I know I took up mad time. I'm quite sure you went to some of the I'm quite sure that his daddy went to some of the Golden State games. Draymond Green even said it. Dude, we both got access to the family room. Where was all this energy at then?
Yeah, I'm first of all, I agree with you 1,000%. While you were speaking, I was on my phone and trying to find this reference that I found so I could, quote it how I wanted to quote it and quote it directly. But I just wanted, I don't see it anymore, but I got it. I know the gist of it. And I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but from the source that it was coming from, I'm going to say that it probably wasn't a rumor. I've heard that, since Jordan had got, like I said, since he got his contract, he been a little, like a little sassy bitch and all that. And, I heard rumors that, he recently took Ice Spice out on a date a few months back.
Okay.
And I heard he ran up a check of about $500,000 on the date.
Okay. All right.
That should say a lot about his character. You know what I mean? If you spend $500,000 on a date for Ice Spice, fam, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Corey, his dad got to knock it the fuck off before Jordan Poole gets knocked the fuck out again when they meet again this year. Dog, you're not about to fight Draymond. Stop talking about you can meet anywhere. Knock it off, dog. Knock it off. Yo, from what I'm gathering, from what these sources that are coming out and speaking, like Dame Dollar, who don't even speak on anything. Yo, man, your son been running his mouth, and he got knocked out. From what I'm hearing, too, he was talking that contract shit to Draymond, and Draymond wasn't having it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fam, Draymond got paper, dog. Draymond been had paper before you got to the league, first and foremost. You know what I mean? And then what's funny is, what you got, $100 million contract from the Warriors? Something like that? That's what
you want to get a second one? You want to get a second one?
Right, you want to get a second one. Because guess what? It's funny that as soon as you bounced out, they gave Draymond exactly what they gave you, $100 million. You know what I mean? Like, that's the funny part. And then they sent you to die out in Washington because that's exactly what you're going to do. You're not going to get no chip. You know how I know? That's Bradley Beal. He had to get the hell out of there because he was dying. Yeah, he got paid, and I'm pretty sure he's wealthy, but he wasn't happy, fam. You're not in this game. You're not had the money. What I'm gathering just from people that are true grit players and that love the game, the money don't make you happy. The chip does. Ask Kevin Garnett. He got $300 million from Minnesota, whatever contract he had that was insane back then. He had his own signature sneaker. He wasn't happy till he got the chip with the Celtics. He wasn't happy, dog. He just wasn't happy. Jordan Poole and your dad has to pipe down for you. And oh, by the way, Corey, I ain't even mentioned this. That Jordan Poole didn't come out. He didn't come out and directly respond, but he kind of did in what the young guys do today. He got on his Instagram and posted a clip of him working out and in the gym with Gunna's Bottom playing in the background. I don't know if you heard the Gunna record Bottom, but he went about it and quoted a part of the record, and he typed it himself and he quoted, "Talk of the topic, find you a hobby," with the crying, laughing emoji face. So,
you know what song Draymond Green gonna be playing? Mama said "Knock You Out" by LL Cool J.
That's it. And that's all.
Two remix.
Or if things go how they may go, we are the champions. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but I can definitely tell you this: Jordan Poole won't be playing "We Are the Champions" down in Washington at all. It's over for you, big dog. I hope you have a nice, great career because you are nice, and I do like you as a ball player. But fam, this is a case where you and your dad got to learn how to shut the fuck up. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Sometimes you got to learn when to shut the fuck up. You just do. That's it. That's all, man. That's it. That's all. I mean, we're gonna keep it in NBA though because Corey, our shoe debate. You know what I mean? It sparked a lot of people, you know what I mean? A lot of shoe heads, you know what I mean? And I know we run out of time, but we got to get in this shoe debate real quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Corey, we going to keep it on Fila.
Yeah.
Who had the better sneaker, man?
Woo.
Between our beloved Jerry Stackhouse.
Yeah.
And Grant Hill. Who had the better sneaker,
I know
man?
we got to move real quick, Big V. This is going to break my heart. For Jerry Stackhouse, Kinston native, North Carolina Tar Heels on. He had some killer felines.
He did. He did.
But Grant Hill, the Dookie, the Duke Blue Devil. I want to go with Stackhouse so bad, but Big V, man, I'm telling you, there's no denying them Grant Hills was sick, especially got some with the all black with the signature, the red and the white and the blue joints. I mean, Stackhouse got some killers too, but man, a slight edge. I'm talking about a super slight edge. Just a slight one, Big V. You tell me I got to pick one pair, I got to go with the Grant Hill. The Grant Hills was sick. It was sick. What say you, Big V?
Corey, I am appalled at you. I am appalled at you.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, Town, stand up.
Come on, you can't. Come on, man. Yo, Jerry is from my hometown. He's from Kinston, bro. And you
go ahead, keep rocking. I got something to show you real quick, just for my stack.
You go against the home team, man. You know what I mean? I'm appalled at you.
I'm sorry. I love my man.
Man, got the Pistons jersey. You know what I mean?
Stackhouse forever, baby.
We love you, Stack. We love you, Stack. You know what I mean? And Corey, you know, I'm surprised that you went against the home team, man. But I do understand because I gotta agree with you, man, bro. When we talking to Grant Hills versus the Stackhouse, and this is not going to no knock on the Jerry Stackhouse because
absolutely not.
We were in the K when those Stackhouses dropped, and he had the K going crazy. Yes, I had the all white pair. I remember the all black pair. I remember I remember several pair. The blue, the Pistons color pair of the Stackhouses was fire. Yes, fire. But when it came to just the styling,
man,
and how you could wear because it's some sneakers that only look good when you was on the court, and they didn't really. Some sneakers didn't look as good when you took them off the court and threw them on with some jeans. The Grant Hills didn't have that problem. They look good on and off the court, and no knock to the Styles because Styles did too. But just shoe for shoe, because I'm a sneakerhead. I gotta roll the Grant Hills, man. I own 2 pair of Grant Hills, man. I own 2 pair of Grant Hills. I have the blue and red and white pair, and I have the black and the red and the white pair. Both classic pair. And again, these gentlemen had iconic sneakers. They didn't just have one pair of signature shoes. They had multiple pair.
Absolutely.
I gotta say though, man, each pair of the Grant Hills may have a slight edge over the Stackhouses. And again, both for Fila. Salute the Fila.
Yeah, they're both like, a fact.
Salute the Fila, man, for signing 2 iconic, legendary players and giving them great-looking signature shoes. Because everybody's signature shoe don't look good. You know what I mean? Everybody's signature shoe don't look good. But the Grant Hills and the Stackhouse, man, neck and neck. I love you, Stack. Shoe-wise, I got to give a slight edge to the Grant Hills. You know what I mean? Skill-wise, You know what I mean? To me, you better than Grant Hill.
You already know. You already know.
You know the deal. You know what I mean?
Already.
Just it's a slight edge with the sneaker, man. I got to give to the Grant Hills, man.
It ain't by much. It ain't by much.
It ain't by much. Love you, man. Love you. And you know what's crazy though is a lot of people when we had our Gary Payton versus Dennis Rodman debate, man, a lot of people disagree with us, Corey. A lot of people said the Gary Paytons were better. You know what I mean? Hey, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Because it's no wrong answer in these things.
It sure ain't. And same here. It ain't no wrong answer between the Grant Hills and the Stacks. I'll tell you that right now.
Already, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Like I just said, y'all tapping into these, these debates, these discussions that we have. You know what I mean? We appreciate it so much. Keep watching the clips on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the store, however you watching it. We'll appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? Keep supporting us. Keep supporting us. We're going to be back here each and every week. Episode 80 in the books, Corey. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Episode 81 coming next week. Y'all know how we doing these things. Y'all know how we end this thing, right? Right, Zoners?
Yeah, Hey. And quick shout out to the U.S. Women's National Soccer team, man. Salute to the ladies, man.
Salute. Let's get it. Let's win it. There you
go.
Peace.